What's going on, everybody? If you're new to the channel, my name is Mike Malone. I've been addicted to gambling for about 24 years now. I've lost close to $250,000 since I was 16. I just turned 40 years old. I've been on a new journey, a new chapter in my life, battling gambling addiction and trying to stop, trying to limit it, trying to move past this terrible addiction that's been pretty much ruining my life, for the past 24 years. I decided to quit gambling about 2 months ago, and it's been very hard for me. It's been really rough, emotionally, and just trying to rewire my brain into becoming a better person so that I can achieve my goals that, I want out of life. Gambling addiction hasn't done anything good for me, at least financially. Gambling addiction just tears you down. The casinos are evil. At the end of the day, the house always wins, and you cannot beat the casino. For the past 24 years, I'm trying to figure out what I was chasing. Am I chasing the atmosphere? Was I chasing the money? Was I chasing a dream to get rich quickly? I feel like for me it happened at an early age that gambling kind of consumed my life. I used to watch my parents gamble before I was legally allowed to gamble, and I thought it was really cool. My parents looked like they were having fun. It's back in the olden days where the coins would drop out of the slot machines and you would hear it, ching, 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 ching. So, from an early age, I thought gambling was cool. So as soon as I turned 18 years old, I went to one of the casinos close by in town. That casino is called Jackson Rancheria in Ione, California, and that's where the gambling addiction really kind of took off for me. Before that, I was 16 years old. I was playing poker with a couple friends, a couple buddies. Every week on Wednesdays, we did that, for a year or two straight before we can actually get inside of the casino. But the reason why I'm making this video today is I just want to talk about how I feel inside. My journey to quit gambling, it's been okay. It hasn't been great. I've still gambled a little bit here and there. So it's not gonna happen overnight that I'm gonna be changed and kick the habit completely, but it's in my head. I'm trying, I'm putting it out there. I'm asking for help from the community. I'm building a community on social media, and it turns out there's a lot of other people just like me who are dealing with this same addiction. And there's a lot of people that are well beyond what I'm dealing with, who have lost houses, cars, marriages, relationships. They've lost everything. I'm at least blessed enough to have a nice home, a nice job, a nice career, a nice business that I run, that God has blessed me with, that I'm able to bounce back once I lose thousands of dollars at the casino. But what it's doing is it's affecting my goals, it's delaying my goals, and if I keep down this path, it's just going to continue to corrupt me. There's nothing good that comes from gambling at all. I don't wish gambling addiction on anybody. But as I make this video today, I feel pretty lonely inside, kind of dead inside. I'm trying to figure out what I can do with my life that is going to make me happy the same way that gambling addiction, the dopamine that made me happy when I was in the casino, when I was winning. So lately, I've just been kind of lonely, kind of lost, trying to figure out what can I do with my time. When I'm at work, I'm good. When I get home, that's when, it kind of, the devil's knocking on the door, wanting me to play sports bets and this and that. I'm used to gambling every single day, 7 days a week, whether it's basketball, baseball, football, sports betting. And on the weekends, a lot of times I would go to the casino. So that pretty much consumed my whole life, my whole day. Because gambling addiction is 24 hours a day. When you have money on sports, it's all day long. The stress, the anxiety, the pressure, that's all that I was thinking about. That's just how my life is. So lately I just been feeling lonely, what am I doing? I need something to bring happiness into my life. I've been going to the gym. which is cool, you know, but that's only like an hour or two out of my day. So, you know, the main struggle has been at home at night after like 5 p.m. I'm like, what do? I find myself sitting out on my balcony a lot, just kind of thinking about my life, thinking about where I want to be, what I want to do, the changes that need to be made. You know, I do know the changes that need to be made, but for someone that's been struggling with this addiction for the past 24 years, it's something that's not going to happen overnight. But I'm making content, I'm acknowledging every situation and what I'm feeling, and just feel empty, feel freaking lonely inside. I'm just trying to figure out something to sustain me that gives me the same high that gambling does for me. Making these videos honestly make me happy. I've always wanted to be, you know, an influencer and just post content and create good content and, you know, earn some income doing that. Right now, I'm hardly earning any money through YouTube. You know, I've been posting videos probably for the past 5 years, a lot of gambling content, and my dream was to be a big influencer and make a lot of money posting gambling content. And that journey pretty much got me nowhere. I was spending thousands and thousands of dollars posting videos here online for you guys to see and getting nothing in return except for a couple subscribers. But as far as like money or revenue, you know, nothing. But I do love posting content, and I feel like, you know, that's what I'm made to do. I love posting content. I love documenting my life and vlogging. So I'm gonna keep doing that. So yeah, I just wanted to make this video and kind of update, at least for myself, on how I'm feeling. And it's hard. Gambling addiction sucks. You know, if you're out there struggling, I'm really sorry. It's terrible. I know what you're going through. You know, you just feel like a complete piece of shit, losing all your money, and you think about what you could have done with all that money that you lost. That's the first thing I think of is, man, I could have paid this credit card bill off, or I could have paid my car off sooner, or I could have paid 6 months of rent with all the money that I lost last night. So gambling's evil, man. And I'm glad that I can be on here to tell you guys my stories and rock with you guys and build up this community. I do have a Patreon if you guys want to support my channel. Like I said, I'm not making hardly any money here on YouTube. It's like $4 a month. Most of you guys have like a Netflix account that, you know, you pay $15 a month on for entertainment. So if you guys want to donate to my Patreon, I'll link it in my description, but it's patreon.com/MikeMaloneTV, and it's $4 a month. So if you guys want to support the channel, I'd appreciate that a lot. You know, give me some motivation, some drive to keep posting these videos and build up this community. So like this video, guys, subscribe to the channel, and thank you guys for watching the video, and I'll see you guys on the next one. All right, peace.